Kí ni Bible sọ nípa òun nílàjà?
Yeah, I know, but we had then I really don't know what to say. He's my friend. But
you didn't stand up. You didn't stand up as a friend.
Yeah, I think that was the mistake I made then.
Here comes Baba Soji. Oya tí mi kọrin.
Mommy Soji. Anta Ajala. Woli Agba. Wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀.
That is to say, wọ́n ti gọpa. Baba Soji la gbé wá lénìí. So ijó iná ti wọlé àbí? Baba Soji, that is to say, wọ́n ti gọpa. Ṣé ẹ máa lè rìn gbòòrò gbogbo time?
It was so tedious. Nígbà yẹn, there was a time tí mo rìn láti junction Bolumole lọ sí challenge. Within that junction to challenge, àwọn ni. So there was this deliberation among them. Even àwọn ìyá gan, wọ́n ti wá confront pé abẹ́yìn ni, èmi náà ni. Because at the point it was something I could not even go out at the moment because the thing was so much. I always wanted being duties for me. To me, because it was like an embarrassing moment. But it's fun to me actually. But at the same time,
But enjoy film.
Yes, I enjoyed it a lot, a whole lot. Because most especially Ibadan here, I really don't enjoy it that much. But outside of Ibadan, when we go for programs, then man, it's always fun.
Now before that, Baba Soji,
yeah,
shows in the role the man play tele to jẹ́ pé.
Baba Soji was my standing point of the program, of the whole Alfa Sule thing. That was where I started majorly. Initially, okay, Moshe, the deputy of the devil.
Okay.
Tomanche introduction. We call it introduction. Then I'm say, Omini Ikabu. Ikabu. So it was more of background check. It wasn't much of my face then. It was more of, but it was. But when I watch a movie, Take It. Okay. That was the first Take It. Timoshe, Daddy Soji. That was the breakthrough to my name.
Yinka Akintomide lorúkọ yín.
My name is Akintomide.
Akintomide.
Omololu. Olayinka.
Kí sọ ni?
Akintomide. Yes.
But kini?
But in the ministry they call me Olayinka.
Okay.
Because that's the name I think I like that name. I don't know why. So that's why I dropped. But people say they love Omololu the more.
Okay.
But I love that Olayinka.
You will growing up in secondary school Omololu.
Yes.
But in ministry Olayinka.
Olayinka, yes.
All right. Omololu ni ẹ jẹ́ ká wo background.
Yeah, I'm from Ondo State, Ondo town.
Okay. Keti.
Keti Osan.
Ṣé gbọ́ Igbo?
Yeah, a little.
Ṣé man jaja?
No, I don't.
Why?
It's not in my family to eat dog. Yeah. No, not Ondos.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Ondo, you were born there?
No, I was born and brought up here in Ibadan.
So
Ring Road. Moringi.
Ibadan, born and
brought up in Ibadan.
Born, bred and butter.
Everything.
All right. So, báwo lẹ ṣe artistic inclination tẹ́ ní? Ibo lẹ ti discover pé wà ńbẹ̀?
Yeah, I knew that when I was still a little guy. Then I used to do choreography in church. So from there, I joined the drama department in church. Then later I moved to Bolumole Redeem. Then I joined their drama department from being a normal drama member to being an assistant drama coordinator.
Okay.
Then I left to other parish. I became their drama coord.
Gbogbo yẹn before Alfa Sule?
Before Alfa Sule, yes.
So at what point lẹ́gbọ́n pa Alfa Sule?
Alfa Sule was my drama coord in Bolumole then.
That's
Femi Adewale, yes, was my drama coord. So he told me about the ministry. I saw the vision and I
What's the bearing by?
Yes. They started 2002.
Okay.
So I joined 2005.
3 years
That's
after.
3 years after. So
Okay.
I came into his vision and I joined the group.
Okay. So when but I join, why you English? But I join. Are you for yín man?
Yeah.
Or one need them.
No,
Maybe he just wanted you around.
they needed people. Then I was so lucky that I won't law. So I joined when we still need more hands. So it was more like an opportunity for me to showcase what I had.
Kini your hottest story, the hottest drama.
It's Orukonla.
Okay.
Orukonla was one of their most, I would say evergreen. Orukonla, Take It, those are the two evergreen movies.
Ibeni Bayowa.
Yeah. Ọlọ́jọ́ ìbí mi, Ó Máa Nẹ́gbà, okay now. Yeah. So those two, Take It and Orukonla, has always been the most amazing movie of Alfa Sule. One of the two most amazing movies of Alfa Sule.
All right. So, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Alfa Sule, enjoy nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń bẹ̀.
Definitely.
Àwọn wọlé bá nínú group. Rántí.
Ayájú Woli Agba.
Woli Agba.
My best friend, my party Juju.
Really?
Yeah. We gather day, now my blood. Always. Ayolala.
Okay.
1-1 Canada dancing. Then Muyiwa is in US.
Omoyeni.
Omoyemi.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ lè sọ.
Yeah, I think it's in US.
Okay.
And Samson, àwọn wà l'Ékòó, Bradare, àwọn náà wà l'Ékòó. I met a whole lot of Sister Shola, wọ́n wà ní Èkó. I met a whole lot of them. I can't even remember their names again.
Okay.
A whole lot. I met them.
So, a jail immediately when she was there.
Immediately.
Now, ìgbà tẹ́ máa ṣe Take It.
Yes.
To gbé yín jáde.
Yes.
Ṣé wọ́n ti ń ṣe kẹ́ tó débẹ̀? Àbí wọ́n ṣe right?
It has been there. Wọ́n ti ń ṣe kí n tó join wọn rárá.
Okay.
But ọjọ́ tó ń fẹ́ shoot, they saw my stature and they feel like fitting into that day Soji role.
Ṣé ti tóbi báyìí gbà yẹn?
Yeah, I was the fattest in the group then.
Okay.
No, I'm ti jogonsin. I was thick-canned. But you know, marriage man by a whole lot of things. You struggle and everything. But I was the one that has the body to fit into what they wanted to shoot when they wanted to shoot. So they gave me the role and I did it perfectly. And now since then, boom, Baba Soji wa ń jáde, ó ti di household name now.
Take It yẹn mo gbọ́ pé there was an issue around the táwọn ẹlẹ́sìn kan sọ pé
Yeah,
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà
the
yẹn?
Muslims came and they said they weren't okay with orúkọ Alfa Sule tá à ń jẹ́. Pé why would àwọn tó ń ṣe nǹkan ti Jésù tán máa jẹ́ àfà? No. So they were up against us in so many ways.
Ṣé Alfa Sule yẹn ní nǹkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú Take It or it was just
No, it was just a role in Take It.
ẹ wá reshoot Take It àbí?
Yes, we
ẹ wá
had
yọ àfà yẹn kúrò.
Yes, we had to remove Alfa Sule from there.
But yọ orúkọ Alfa Sule yẹn nù àwọn èèyàn.
That is because it's already an household name. So, but just to they said just to fulfill our righteousness and to not to allow this religious battle and everything, we had to do it. And based on the government's instructions and advice, we had to.
All right. I want to mo fẹ́ kẹ́ share àwọn experience with Alfa Sule. Ẹ wọlé ní 2005.
2005.
Ẹ gba wọlé kúrò ńbẹ̀.
2020.
So ẹ ṣe 15 years.
Yes.
Kí ni àwọn experience ẹ ní in those 15 years?
Wow. The first experience is when my trousers tore on stage. Ọjọ́ yẹn là ń lọ program kan ní Èkó, ṣòkòtò mi yá mi ìdẹ̀wọ̀n kan sábẹ́. So
Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ sábẹ́.
Because I didn't know I was going to take that role. But because I don't know what happened that day. Wọ́n kọ́ ni Baba Soji wọ̀ ló máa take role yìí. So tí mo ti ń ṣe kíní yẹn lọ. Wọ́n á ní kí n mọ̀, you have to use your strength when you're on stage. So you know, sọ pé kí n ṣe báyìí àfi pa. So pa tí mo ṣe tí mo wà ńlẹ̀, àwọn audience tó wà níwájú, abẹ́ mi náà wò wọ́n bá rẹ́rìn, mi ò mọ̀. Èmi náà wá ń fi ṣan sí pé
Ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ pé ó ti yá.
Mo mọ̀ pé ó ti yá. So bí mo ti wá ń fi ṣan sí, mo ṣàrìn pé tán yà ṣe báyìí, wọ́n náwó pé èmi wò pé bí nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe ló funny sí wọn. Bá tí máa wo abẹ́ mi báyìí mo kọ̀ pé John Thomas ti ń ṣeré níta.
Bàbá ti wà ń ta.
So that was one of my embarrassing moments in Alfa Sule. Then the second one was in 2012 when we were coming from Lagos, Nidaji, and we were attacked by armed robbers. And they shot us. I was the one that had the major shoot. From my back here to my leg was full of bullets. So
Full of bullets.
yeah, they shot us like 60 bullets. And I had the most injury. for
Mọ́tò
like-
yẹn ò dúró.
méjì nìkan mú wa lẹ́yìn, mú wa wájú, mú wa lẹ́yìn. So it was, we're in the middle of two cars. So they were spraying from the back. That one in the front was blocking us.
Wow.
So they were asked to come down. They almost wasted the hall. But thank God for God. God came to intervene. And they said they should hold on and they should just obtain us, and they left. But then I was fully soaked with blood. Fully soaked with blood. So we were rushed to, what's the place? There's this place, Tomatimbo Latikwe. I did the first aid. Me, mo wọ́n ní wọn kì í rán bullet wound. Wọ́n rán bullet wound ńbẹ̀. Then when we were transferred to Shagam, it was there and wọ́n sọ fún wa pé wọ́n rán bullet wound. Wọ́n máa ń láti jà. It was so terrible for me because nígbà tó ń rán gan, they didn't give me any injection. Wọ́n rán tí mò ń sun
Pẹ̀lú
ẹkún
pain
gidi.
yẹn.
So nǹkan tó ń lè rán for like 3 hours. And you are still telling me that it máa jà. Ah no. So they told me they were going to give me a sleeping dose or something.
Time tí wọ́n rán ẹ. Bullet yẹn ṣì wà ńbẹ̀.
Yeah, wọ́n yọ ni. Wọ́n
Okay.
yọ, wọ́n fi kíni wọ́n yọ. It can't pass through. Dí mi jáde ń tọ́ mi. A whole lot of things happened that day, and thank God for God, I survived it today.
Èèyàn mélòó ni bullet bá?
Èmi ló pọ̀ jù, but èèyàn àwọn ẹyin tó bá èèyàn kan náà ni ó kọ̀ lu bí ẹyin ẹ̀ kékeré ni kò ní pé kò wọlé kò sí nǹkan, but my own was major.
Wow.
My own was major. I had to spend like more than 2 months in the hospital back and forth. Then that year I went for my NYC in Abia State.
That same year.
Yes. With the injury, I was given the medical thing to take along. And nígbà tí mo débẹ̀ gan, ó wá ń tí àpadà. So I had to call the commandant, say I can't do their stuff again. So I had to show them. They said I should hold on, I shouldn't bother. I'll probably go back to Ibadan. I said, no, I'll wait till after the 3 weeks orientation camp.
Yeah, one year.
2012.
Wow. Tó bá yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ náà, story ló kù, a kàn máa rántí náà.
That is it.
Any other experience tí?
Do I really have any experience? Not really. I don't really have any
Time
experience.
tí kíní ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣé ẹ wà tempted láti fi ilẹ̀?
The thing is, the love I have for Alfa Sule then was extreme, was too much. It was something that was keeping me busy and I enjoyed doing. Even when families were saying, oh, lè lọ mọ́ o, kíní kan ò lè ṣe mọ́ o, kíní kan. Even my mom would say, àwọn rò pé ò lè lọ mọ́ o, kíní kan. I told her, yeah, this is what I love doing. Mo nǹkan tó máa fi dà lọ́la now. Ẹ jẹ́ n ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe. And she said, okay, no wahala. If that is what you want to do. And Alfa Sule did so well. He was there for me throughout the whole thing. So there was nothing stopping my mom to tell me not to go because he was doing what he needs to do. Yeah.
All right. So 2020 lẹ kúrò.
Yes.
By that 2020, a lot of people feel pé maybe because okay, and put it by Alfa Sule or as popular as it used to be back in the kilo shell by that 2020.
2020, I got married 2018. And as a woman now, woman will want more in the house. So what was coming in wasn't enough to cater for because I wasn't doing anything per se like that. It was more of Alfa Sule. So what was coming in then wasn't encouraging, and she felt the best thing for me is just to leave and start something on my own. We talked about it, and she gave me her full support that she was going to be there, even if I'm leaving now and I'm starting my thing. And I went. It started like a joke. It started by starting Baba Soji and Friends Live in concert to start with, to open myself for another new phase of my life.
And that was that same 2020?
2020, yeah. I did that one. That was immediately after the COVID-19 issue, yeah. And I did my first event of the year, and it was, wow. And that was the start of the whole thing.
Who were your friends?
Alfa Sule was there. Woli Agba was there. And Jason came from Abeokuta. MC Moski too came from Lagos. Archbishop is in UK now. He came for the event. A whole lot of my friends that were in the entertainment industry came for the event.
All right. Actually, question me go answer.
Which one?
I asked that kilo shelle pẹ̀lú Alfa Sule towards 2020. It wasn't as hot as it used to be.
Yeah, I think Woli left. Woli left 2017, I think. Is it 2017 December or 2018? I can't remember. I think it's 2017 December. And Woli is this figure in the ministry that people love a lot. Even without him acting himself, looking at him, you will smile because he has this comic attitude. So I think him leaving was one of the issues. Leaving the ministry, it affected the ministry a lot because it was more of a PA and a manager to Alfa Sule. So most of the events we get it. Most time they talk to him and we get those events. So I feel probably a whole lot of we that started with Alfa Sule left, and maybe the people coming in could not fit in well to what we used to do.
Could it be that Alfa Sule changed the face of his style of presentation from the comical face to a more serious face?
Yeah, I don't really know because most times I really don't watch the movie again like I used to. So
Say after the Ekura before.
Yes, after I left.
But before you left, Goni Kini a lot in
Because see, a whole lot of things is involved. A whole lot.
So you deliberately empire the question we have.
It's not that I'm parrying questions. It's just that, when few people when people see some people in the industry and they like that person and you're not seeing that person anymore, it takes a while. It won't be that easy for us to get back to how it used to be.
Are you referring to Woli Agba?
Yes.
But make any move, let's reconcile one now.
We did, but we don't know the cause of the whole thing because we're not told what the whole issue, the reason why this whole thing is happening. We tried.
How did it happen?
We don't know. We don't know. We don't know the cause of anything. We personally, we don't know.
But you are friends with Woli Agba, according to you now.
Yeah,
you said
we are friends. But
didn't you ask questions?
Most times you don't ask questions when it comes to family. It's not your own to ask questions.
No, it's not about family. It's about
the whole thing.
Your means of livelihood.
But since the boss is saying,
what did the boss
sending off Woli then? He's sending him off. Maybe he should start his own because Woli was doing well already. So I really don't know the bone of contention of what has really happened between the two.
Could it be some envy?
I don't know.
Or jealousy?
I don't know. That I can't say. But the truth is he sent him off. That he can stand on his own. And
against Woli's wish?
I think so.
Woli fell kuro.
Woli was not even ready to leave then. I'm not sure Woli was ready to leave. It came as a shock to us because they just called us for a brief meeting. We didn't know we were coming to do
something. Recover from that shock?
We talked after because it was period to my wedding, so I was planning my wedding then, so we were not having that time. Me and Woli didn't talk. We're like having issues because
he take over role Woli Agba.
I think he's Oyo Adenuga. Adenuga. Yeah. No.
Because Elohim will put Woli but opportunity in the phone and to to shine.
No. Now my own was just more of my thing, about Soji thing. So I think I'm comfortable doing that kind of thing. Daddy thing. I'm comfortable with it.
And you will let Woli long, but Woli.
Lè lọ.
No, mi sọ pé Woli lọ. Mo nígbà tí Woli lọ, ẹ̀yin wo lẹ tẹ̀lé Woli?
Dele followed.
Ṣé Alfa Sule le Dele náà ni?
No. But Dele this whole thing started when we started, me, Woli, and Dele Omo Woli. We started this Omo Abule Showo kind of thing. This IPM, yeah. So
Ejo bere.
yes, we started from Omabule Showo, then gradually. So I think Dele keyed into it faster than I did.
Okay.
And that was what made it much easier for Dele to follow Woli when Woli was going.
But then you only law.
No, I could not go because I was like, it's too strange to me. Switching, it wasn't easy for me. But along the line, it was like we were not in talking times for a while, me and Woli, and
You and Woli.
yeah, at a point, yeah, we were not in
Kilo
talking
shele.
times. It's just so when they said he was sent forth and he was expecting me to come around so that we can talk about it.
And so why didn't you talk about
My
it with him?
fear was family. I was scared because
Kí ni
two
Bible sọ
brothers.
nípa òun nílàjà?
Yeah, I know, but we had then I really don't know what to say. He's my friend,
But
but
you didn't stand up. You didn't stand up as a friend. Nígbà tó rán ẹ
yeah,
ṣẹlẹ̀.
I think that was the mistake I made then, and I practically apologized to him because it got to a while. My wife and his wife, they are like sisters, and they had to come in between us. That
Because that was why I thought maybe anyone you come around to pay Woli that
no, they had to come in for us because I was going to marry a sister to his wife. So definitely this cannot go on like that. So even on my wedding was the day we ended the fight.
Okay.
Yeah. So he called, said congratulations, said don't worry, I'll send you something for your wedding. Though I wouldn't be able to come, but I'll send you something.
So you didn't come.
You didn't? Yeah, because I did it in Kaduna.
Okay.
So it wasn't easy for. Initially, we had a plan because he was the one to do my MC. He had a plan to take flight to Kaduna and everything. But because of what happened, so he just sent me my wedding gifts. And he came for my Thanksgiving when I came to Ibadan. He danced and that because he was so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ẹ ti jẹ́ kí òwe ogún ọmọdé ò ṣeré fógún ọdún ẹ ti jẹ́ kó ṣẹ báyìí. Kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tó ní kó ogún ọmọdé má ṣeré fógún ọdún.
Yeah, we still do. We are still. Although emotion I'm still going to his place because I need to see my friend today.
Okay. Baba Soji.
Yeah.
Everybody tó mọ̀ nípa Alfa Sule tó mọ̀ nípa Woli Agba ló mọ̀ wípé things are not right láàrin Alfa Sule àti Woli Agba. Ẹni pé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ tí mo bí tí mo lọ.
Mi ò bọ ẹ máa sọ lọ.
Ó gbà kẹ́ yọ̀gò lójú.
Ẹ máa sọ lọ.
Ṣé bí ẹ ṣe máa bá lọ nìyẹn? Tèmi ò bá raise and sing. Somebody else is coming to raise it. One of my bigger questions.
To me, I think they're in good terms now. Easy, easy, but I think they're in good terms now.
You think?
Yeah,
You're not very sure.
I'm not too sure. See, one thing about me is I don't really interfere into families' affairs like that. I'm this person that I don't want issues for myself. Same as my family. I don't want any dragging. So I don't.
You are aware that Woli Agba was here?
Yeah, I saw the video.
The video.
Yes.
Bí tẹ́ jókòó sí ni Woli Agba jókòó sí. Mo wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Woli Agba. Báwo lẹ ṣe fi Alfa Sule sílẹ̀? Woli Agba's body language made people ask further questions. You should please go read comments from Facebook, even YouTube, even TikTok. People are asking questions. Ṣé nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀? Àwọn tó ti mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, everybody sọ oríṣiríṣi.
No, they are in good terms now. I think they are here because I have not seen Alfa Sule lately. It's been a while. I think I see him once in a while last year, but it's not like someone when we used to be. It's something we see nearly every day, or probably maybe twice or thrice in a week. But now I had this even in a year. I might not see him more than once or twice. So it's not someone I see. We don't talk like that.
Báwo lẹ ṣe fọ̀dọ̀ Alfa Sule lẹ̀ ṣe inú yóò dùn kúrò ńbẹ̀ ni? Year one. Number two, were you fulfilled in the 15 years tẹ́ ẹ lò ní Alfa Sule? Ṣé lè sọ pé ẹ wà fulfilled?
I left Alfa Sule.
So wà rewarding fún yín?
I left Alfa Sule when I felt I needed to, because I just discovered I wasn't getting what I need to get again. So when you stay in a place for a very long time and your expectations are not met, so you need to move. Number one. Then, in the space of 15 years with Alfa Sule, yes, I gained, no doubt. I gained in my first Sule. It might not be much, but I gained. At least the name is one of the things I gained, and I appreciate God. And I will say thank you to our first Sule for that opportunity to give me that name. I will always appreciate him for that. Always. It helped me when I was in school. It helped me even off school. And even till today, I'm still eating the name. Because it's just that most of àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ kó máa pè mí fún ṣẹ́ǹsìn, àwọn máa sọ pé àwọn rò pé Christian film nìkan lè ń ṣe ni àwọn ọmọ pẹ́ tí ń ṣe Nollywood and African magic movies. Man, yeah, okay, fine, I do all those things too. A whole lot. I've done a whole lot now. I have done. So in case of anybody, don't worry, I'm available for any kind of
For
job.
secular jobs.
Yeah,
and
secular
everything.
jobs, any jobs. Yeah.
Joshua Peters.
Yeah.
Eba Joshua Peters. No.
Obamimbe.
Obayimbe. Kí lẹ lè sọ fún mi nípa ẹ̀? People are asking questions because ó jẹ́ lára àwọn èèyàn tí àwọn èèyàn like.
Yeah, Joshua Peters is an amazing guy. He's presently not in the country.
Okay.
He's in the US. So that's all I can say for now. That's what I know about him for now.
He's
in the US. Yeah, he's no longer in Nigeria, he's in US.
Okay. Now we have Afasule had so many amazing actors.
A lot.
Anytime, yeah, a lot of them. Young people, dedicated.
Yeah.
And àwọn èèyàn wò pé there will come a time tó yẹ pé èèyàn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rí nínú àwọn movies míì àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, but kò ṣẹlẹ̀.
Yeah, we were not allowed to feature in any movies when we were under Afasule. We were not allowed. It won't allow us to. Because most times it falls to, then we were going through programs back to back. So there was not even time for us to do any other things. It was more of program. Because if you say we want to go into another thing entirely, it's going to affect the ministry. So we were not chance to do any other thing. It was more of Afasule affiliates. It was now that I left in 2020, I had opportunities to do a whole lot of things.
What have you done since 2020?
A whole lot. I've done lots of African Magics movie. I've done, presently I'm inside Low Priest on African Magic. I'm inside Daughters of Water on African Magic. I was in Omera on African Magic. I did Inuji on African Magic. Another one coming out, Ibuju on African Magic. I did Esegiri by Buki Ogene. Yeah, I did Ama by this guy. I've forgotten his name. I've done a whole lot.
Okay, so Kile studied in school.
Political science.
But now you're an actor.
Political science wasn't what I wanted actually. I wanted to go in for law because I enjoyed that course.
Okay.
But because yeah, as our mommy will always do, I call of Fadra tell pay she cost on my fellow fun. Show my be fine. They said I was going to make it. I might die younger because I'm this kind of person. I ask questions.
But on the word, not suppose you might.
Yeah. I'm this kind of person. More laggy go, but the man be questions go. And the course I wanted to go for was a criminal law, so I understand what it entails. So when they told me, I knew something was going to happen. So I just switched the course.
So many people journalism how to worse now.
So I know when I had the thing and my mom said, "Oh, Nile she law, one course in she." But I said, "Fine, kilo fed but more law. I think political science is far better." But I knew I wasn't going to eat with that political science. I know how to play politics very well. Very, very well. I have friends that have called me into politics in Ondo State. I should come and join them, but it's not just a place I will get fulfilled. I rather stay in where I can be fulfilled, which is entertainment.
Are you a comedian?
I'm not a comedian. I'm a stand-up. I'm an MC. I'm not a comedian. I'm not a stand-up comedian. I don't crack jokes. Okay. I might just chip in jokes when I do my MC job, but I'm not a stand-up comedian. And I'm an actor.
Okay, so outside Afasule, outside your academic background, in fact, outside other things that you do, what can you life can you experience life that you need?
The only thing is just don't depend on people. Then don't get tired. You keep pushing. You might not be there now, but definitely one day, if you are not too relaxed, you will get there.
Shema relocates Kurumbadon.
A whole lot of friends have talked about it. I really don't know. I can't say for now. But
you're not sure?
Yes.
Is Lagos calling on you? Or is America beckoning?
Yeah,
Is
I
the
wish
UK calling on you?
I wish I could. If I could relocate out of the country, fair enough. Because that's always been my plan from since I got married. So relocating, but now I don't have a wife. She's late.
Oh.
So I think relocating abroad is not bad.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
On that note, ẹ jẹ́ kí n release. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣe show.
Yeah.
Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa show yín o.
Yeah.
Baba Soji Entertainment
Yeah,
presents
I
Baba
have
Soji
my
and Friends.
show, Baba Soji and Friends live in concert.
4.0.
It's Soji with Baba Soji Comedy Crusade, April 19, and a whole host of people will be coming down to Ibadan Jogo Center. And there you'll meet Woli Agba, Alhaji Taye Currency, àwọn ló máa kọrin fún wa lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Then we have Olukoni, MC Party Mo. Then I have my friends from Akure, Tosja, coming, who is going to anchor the event. I have Ete from Lagos. I have Creative Toby from Oshogbo. I have Rapping Daddy.
Still ringing.
No, still ringing are not coming.
Okay.
I have a
Alari Yanko.
No.
Oh, okay.
So I have dancers. I have some guys coming.
Hey, pay Afasule.
No.
Why?
Afasule might not want to come to this kind of program.
Why?
Because
it's a secular. Because
Yeah,
Taye Currency Lombo are current.
yes. So
Or because Woli Agba is coming.
no, because it's
Ṣé wàá lámì pọ̀ ni?
no. Because it's more of
Secular.
secular, so he might not want to be there. So then that's why I don't want to involve, because I don't want a situation where I will call and you won't come.
Okay. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Yeah.
Baba Soji.
Thank you, sir.
Wọ́n ti gan pa.
Ọ̀gá mi àgbàlẹ̀.
That is to say. Àgbàdùn yín. We are enjoying you. Keep it on.
Thank you very much.
Ẹ máa
sir.
ṣe lọ.
Yes, sir.
À ń wẹ̀ yín. Àdẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé yín.
Thank you very much.
God
sir.
bless you.
Yes, sir.